Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sever7 and today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite knives under 50 bucks. This is the Miguron Mini Akri, and of course the ultimate goal is to see if it's worth adding to your collection or your daily carry rotation. This knife is so nice I bought it twice. It was designed and OEM'd by Miguron, and here's the first one I bought. Now these knives look wildly different. This one's going to be wobbly because I bent the clip. I have to take it off and bend it back. I just haven't done it yet. So I put $125 Damtanium scales on this. And you might ask yourself, why in the world would you spend 125 bucks on scales just to put on a $43 knife? And my answer to that is, maybe I'm stupid. Or maybe this knife is so good that I wanted to pimp it out with some dope scales. It's the second one. I'm not stupid. I hope not. I'm not stupid. But it's the second one. Yep, it's because this knife is so good it was worth putting the scales on. Absolutely love this knife. Like I said, love it so much I bought it twice. All right, for the review though, we're going to focus on the version that you're going to buy. Now, jumping into it, we've got smooth gray G10 scales. We have T8 hardware for everything except the pocket clip screws. We have a stamped steel deep carry pocket clip. We've got a 1/4 back spacer, and then we've got a little lanyard hole. As far as the blade goes, we have a nice gray PVD, which is going to help with corrosion resistance, which is always nice. But it also looks really good. Like the contrasting grays look absolutely fantastic on this knife. We have a flat grind, drop point style blade with 14C28N. And this is heat treated 58 to 60. And my research has shown that the optimum HRC is going to be 57 to 60. So, provided my research is right, 58 to 60 is optimal, right? So I know we're trained to look at anything under 60 HRC and be like, holy crap, that's bad. But that's whatever we're talking about, things like M390, right? Like the more aligned your HRC is with the steel you're using, the more the benefits of that steel come to the surface. But that doesn't mean 60s, 60 plus is the standard for every steel. It's not the case. So with this, if the optimal range is 57 to 60 and we're 58 to 60, then we're in good shape. So don't let the 58 to 60 HRC scare you off. Now this isn't going to be the sliciest thing, but this is a very well-rounded blade shape. Oh, versatile is the word I'm looking for. It's a very versatile blade shape. So you can do your, your poking and your cutting, and it's going to do pretty dang well at both. As far as ergonomics go, I wear large size glove hands, or large size glove hands. I have large size glove hands, and I can get a 4-finger grip, and I don't feel terribly cramped or anything like that. I've got a little room back here, a little room left up here. So okay, I was trying to figure out why my fingers look green. It's a little cold in here, so I think it's just my veins popping out. But this knife is comfortable. The pocket clip is a little pokey. They probably could have leveled this out a little bit more. I think that would fix it. But it goes in and out of the pocket so easy, it's ridiculous. It's kind of the trade-off. Typically, if it goes in and out super easy, it's because, they've lifted it, like they've risen it up. If you contrast this to like a Civivi clip, you can see with the Miguron clip, we've got way more room to go in and out. And we've got a taller clip to catch onto our jeans. So I personally wouldn't mind a slightly harder time getting into the pockets if it would eliminate hot spots. But you only get hot spots on this when you really, really squeeze on it. As you can see, my, knuckles are turning, well, I think that's Cheetos. but you know, you can see that I'm squeezing pretty dang hard, right? This is about how hard you'd have to squeeze to feel that hot spot. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. It does feel super lightweight. I want to say the balance is about perfect, because this is where you would want your first finger to be. And it does have jimping, but it's not functional jimping. This jimping is just for the front flipper. As always, would be nice if this carried all the way over, because you know, whenever you use this front flipper, you kind of want to be a little high on it. Oh, my bad. Right? It doesn't have a strong detent or anything, but if you really wanted to rock it out, you really want to be at the top of it. And that's the one spot it doesn't have jimping. So, all right, let's talk about the action. So we've got a medium detent, a very satisfying to flick, good acoustics on the open and the drop. Lock bar access is nice and cozy. We've got it scalloped out right here, so it's easy to just get in there, push over, and then we've got a very nice drop shut with a little ting at the bottom. Yeah, the acoustics on this are great. The action is actually unbelievable. The action on this is about 80% of what the action is on the Gareth Bull Zero, XYRO. And that's a $450 knife. It's literally 10 times the cost. And the action of this is about 80-ish% of that knife. And the action is kind of what blew me away. This is so satisfying to manipulate, so satisfying to use. And one thing we'll get into is that blade to handle ratio. Whew, man, they crushed it. This is like, I don't know, it's like a mini Shiro if they did front flippers and used G10, right? And that drop action. For a blade this light, I wouldn't expect it to be as falsetty as it is. This is going to be lefty friendly. And, oops. I say that because it's an non-reversible clip, but it's an inset liner, which means lefties can manipulate it just as easy as right-handed people can. I suck at left-handed stuff, and as you can see, I'm doing this fairly easy. Now, overall length is going to be 7.15 inches with a blade length of 3.18 inches. That gives us a blade to handle ratio of 0.8 or 80%, which is exactly where you need to be to start getting that illusion of a 50-50, right? You can look at this and you can be like, man, that's pretty close to being 50-50, right? At 80% or 0.8 is when you really start to kind of like see that almost perfect balance. Like, yeah, it could be more, right? I mean, it's not like they didn't have a little bit of room, to go maybe a 1/16 of an inch, right? But I understand they also want to make sure that you're not getting in there and poking yourself. So, but I think they did a fantastic job with that. As far as the weight goes, we're looking at 3.1 ounces. For some size comparisons, the Big Idea Design Overlook, substantially smaller by about 1.25 inches. Let's do the Civivi Altus. Civivi Altus beats it by just a hair. Let's do the Real Steel Sylph. One of my other favorite knives of all time under 50. and the Sylph beats it out by just a little bit. Maybe I don't know, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch. Like it's super, super minimum. And then let's go ahead and do the milled aluminum Civivi Brazen. This is the third best Civivi ever made, just behind the Vision FG and the Buster FG. And this thing is dwarfing the Mini Akri. And that does, I say mini because they do have a larger version. So if you want something a little bit bigger, and then here's the TR3, which is beating it by about 1.5 inches. So is this going to be, for me, oh, sorry, I smacked the crap out of the thing holding the camera. You know, for me, this is not anywhere near a collection piece. This is a user. And as a matter of fact, this one is also a user. So, you know, at $43, this knife is worth literally every penny. You are hard pressed to find a knife as good as this one under 50 bucks. 14C28N with gray PVD and gray G10. Like, there was effort put into the aesthetics. There was effort put into the build quality and the action. The effort's all over the place. I mean, this knife is absolutely fantastic. If somebody wanted just a general under $50 knife to be recommended, I could recommend this all day long. Even if they weren't comfortable with front flippers, because it's that easy to actuate. Super snappy. I mean, for the price point, I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time figuring out how they give you all of this. You know what I'm saying? And we don't see gray G10 very often. Like, that's a really nice touch. That's actually why, part of the reason I bought it a second time is because I wanted the original look, because it looks good. Yeah, I mean, this looks better, of course. But this looks really good. Very nice, minimalistic. Like, it's got all the core, right? Good action, good acoustics, good materials. The G10 is fairly grippy, you know, so even though it's smooth, you can still get some purchase on it. But I can't recommend this knife enough. So I'll have it linked at White Mountain Knives down in the description, as well as the larger versions. I haven't messed with the larger versions, but I have no doubt they're going to be, you know, on the same level of quality. And they do have titanium versions as well, so I'll have those listed for you guys too. You can use code S7, it gets 10% off. So it's essentially the lowest price you can possibly find for these knives. So use my code S7. It's the shortest code you'll ever find, and you'll get that discounted rate. Other than that, drop a comment down below. Let me know. Is this something that you would add to your collection, or is this going to be a user for you, right? Now, if you want more content like this, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. And a quick shill, YouTube's very expensive. I am not able to monetize my channel yet. And also there's no affiliate links because the share sale site is transitioning. So if you didn't already have links, you can't get them now, at least for a few months. So shipping costs me about 240 bucks a month. I'm going to have a link to my Cashapp, my PayPal, and my Venmo down below. If you want to help, if you've already bought your favorite knives, if all of your bills are paid, and you want to throw $1 or $2 at me to help out, that would be absolutely appreciated and super fantastic of you to do. Other than that, guys, until the next one, peace.